Hello, my people. Phyllis here again, and today we are discussing on stage 4 of parenting. We have been following this episode, if you have been with us, so that you can be able to follow us. We have passed other stages of parenting, and we are saying it's a beautiful thing to be a parent. But we, as parents, we are not in the same level, each one of us. We are at different levels as parents. So that's why we are talking about the stage that you are in, so that you can be able to understand how to parent the child that you're in with and the stage that you're in. So today we are talking about the fourth stage, which we call interpretative. You can repeat that again, interpretative stage of parenting. This is where now you're parenting school-going kids. So we have left the younger ones behind. They're at home or they're in PP1 or PP2. But now you have young kids. They are not very young and they are not very big, and there are also some who are approaching adolescence, and there are some who are in adolescence, and there are some that they're just in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, and all that. So we call it an interpretative stage, where you now interpret your rules, your authority. You remember we were talking about you inserting and affirming them of your authority. And now, apart from sharing the caring and everything, we want you now to show them that you can be able to interpret their language. You have taught them the language. Here is where we are saying that you have done your work as a parent. You have affirmed them of your love. You have given them your nurturing. You have nurtured them enough. You have shown them that you want them to become. Now you are shaping them to the people you desire them to become. This is a child who is able to tell you, excuse me, mom, I am feeling sick. Excuse me, mom, I don't want to go to this school because of ABCD. Excuse me, mom and dad, I'm thinking this way. So this is a child that is also looking at you as a pillar in the middle of their life. So here is also where you as a parent, you need to be the most sober part of you. This is not a part of you now going to drink and you come abusing the children at home, because they can understand. They can look at you and know what you want to say. These are type of children who are saying, Mom, I know what you want to say next. Mom, can you interpret what you told me? This is somebody who you have to tell them and explain why you're using the word they here and why you're not using the word them there. This is a person whose identity is coming up, and you need to be with them when the identity is building. So this is a stage where you and me and the society and the child, we are looking at how you as a parent, we are putting you on a scale, looking at how you're raising these kids with the rules that you're having. This is where now we can tell a kid who is indisciplined, we can tell a child who is disrespectful, because the way they are addressing the adults can really tell how are they behaving in school. Remember, now you are losing your authority as a parent slowly, because you're leaving this kid now 8 hours to 10 hours in an institution, in a school, where that teacher parents their children their own way. They are meeting subordinate staffs, the drivers, the cooks, the cleaners in school, who are parenting their children in a different framework from you. So this is where you're saying your child is not just being parented by you, but also parented with the society. If you're having an adolescent in your house, it means they are also being parented by their own peers. And that is why parents in this stage are scared of peer pressure, because there's a lot of peer pressure from the other adolescents who come from different backgrounds. So this parenting is a challenge to all parents, because sometimes you don't know if I should be harsh, I should be strict, I should be affectionate, it depends with the type of child you have formed from 5 years. So you're building, and that's why you're calling it an interpretative stage. This is now where you go differentiating rules and laws to this is the kind of person I want. This is the type of discipline. Now you are expounding your rules. You are expounding your negotiations. You are expanding your whys in this stage, because they don't want just a why of saying, why did you not want me to put on slippers? I wanted you not to put slippers because slippers don't look good to you in church or before the visitors or where we are going. Slippers are good when you're in the house or when you're with your mates. Okay, when you are complaining about the baggy clothes and how they are dressing, also that is also a parenting issue, which also you can channel them in the right way to dress in the right manner. I know people are saying it right now that the kids are beyond being told how what to dress, but I am telling you, it all depends with the ground level where you put your authority in. You can easily transform that slowly with not harsh tones. It's just a matter of saying, what if you try this? What if you try this? And explaining most importantly, you are wise. We are going to somebody's office, and when you go to somebody's office, this is how you dress. Or we are going to church, and this is how you expected to dress in church. This is how you dress with the baggy clothes when you're going to party or you're going for a walk with your peers. But when you're going with me, this is my expectations. So they are able to understand that. I know you will say it is being rebellious. Do you know these kids are not rebellious? These kids are just trying the waters and trying to talk to you in a different way. They are trying to negotiate their way through. They're thinking, because I said in the beginning, this is a stage where the kids are thinking with you. They are thinking, why are you saying this? They want answers. They want, don't brush them away. Do not be over strict with them. But here you're building friendships. We are building friendships with these children. We are creating a safe environment for them where they can speak to us any language they feel they want to talk to us. We are creating a room where you can say they can come and tell you their most disturbing secret, which is very hard. So it is an interpretative. Everything you do, they want to interpret what you are saying. They want to interpret your words. They want to interpret your thoughts. They want to interpret everything that is happening around them. They want to understand deeper why you're saying this teacher is not nice and this teacher is nice to them. They want you to explain to them why you're saying don't go outside the gate because of ABCD, not just saying, oh, don't go outside the gate. I don't want you to go outside the gate because right now human trafficking issues are high, top notch, and because there are other people who are going out there who will mislead you or doing this. Yes, you're going to this party, but I'm going with you to this party. I will just be seated somewhere waiting for you because I don't want anybody picking you up after the party. So this is an interpretative stage. It is where you build that bond. It's where you build that character. Character is built. Habits are built in this stage of parenting. It's difficult. It's not easy talking to a 9-year-old, 10-year, 12, 13, 14, and even 17-year-olds. So it is up to you as a parent to embrace yourself, hold yourself, and know what you want from this child, because this is where we are building another foundation of having conversation. This is a build-up of conversations that will be there in future. So you have to be very careful on how you're looking at these children and how you're handling your children in this parenting stage, because they are not just rebellious, they are not indisciplined, they are not disrespectful, but they are trying their ways out to be able to approach their adulthood that is coming. They like their own space. They like closing the doors. And I keep telling parents, if you feel the doors are annoying you, you can just be that parent and say, I'll pull off the doors from the bedrooms if you don't want to keep quarreling about them closing the doors. And it's not a bad thing, but they'll be able to understand that my parent in our house, there are no doors. Why? Because my parents want to see everything that I do. And again, if you feel it is too much and you can't avoid every other conversation with them, because sometimes they just need their time. Leave them on Saturday alone. Just put Netflix. Discourage, maybe if you don't like YouTube too much, you just encourage them to watch Netflix and chill and just be in the house, and don't keep calling them and disturbing them all other time. When you need a remote and when you need anything, you are there disturbing their peace. No. These are not like toddlers you keep sending them every other time. No, they want a structured system and a structured place where they can live. They know they want a routine, that when I wake up, this is what I do. I read a storybook or I catch up with my social media. Then from there, I do these chores and I do these chores. So they are channeled into a system of routine so that they can be able to follow that routine, so that they can be human beings that we can rely on in future. Thank you so much for listening to me and learning with me. I love discussing these things, and also as we approach our better days ahead. So thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Those who have subscribed to be our family, we appreciate. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to Phyllis Shiko and all our social media platforms.